and ask that question.
Are you a good person or a bad person? That's what the dialogue translates to.
I till date, I've stopped shaving now, so I spend little time in front of the mirror. Otherwise, I'll be. All those times I spent in front of a mirror while making myself into some other character, I've never found the answer. I could be both. Depends on the point of view, where you place the camera, who places the camera. If it's my camera, I'm a good man.
So, but coming to Thug Life, and we have Rangaraja Saktivel Nayakar. Nallavara, Kettavara. Padam paathadan theriyuma.
Amma.
But munnadi konjam oru rendu variyada solunga sir.
இது அப்போ திருப்பி போய் மணிரத்னம் சாரை மீட் பண்ண வேண்டாமா? என்ன சார் அங்கே போய் நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு இவ்வளோ எடிட்டெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், எடிட்டிங்கே இல்லாமல் தட்டி விட்டீங்களே நீங்கள் மொத்த கதையும் அங்கே அப்படின்னு கேட்டாருன்னா நான் என்ன பதில் சொல்லுவேன்? ஸோ ஐ திங்க் ஷீ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் த சிச்சுவேஷன் பெட்டர். பிகாஸ் கதையே சொல்லாமல் ஏதோ அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரியும் அவங்க கேட்ட மாதிரியும் ஒரு பிரமையை ஏற்படுத்திட்டாங்கல்ல, அதை தான் நான் பண்ண முடியும்.
இதுல கூட ஆன்சர் கிடைக்காது. தக்லை
பார்த்தாலும் ஆன்சர் கிடைக்காது. நல்லது கெட்டது சேர்ந்தது தான். கணக்குக்கு எது முக்கியம், பிளஸ்ஸா மைனஸான்னு கேட்டாங்க.
So, I love the analogy. But is this what it's like to work with him on a film? How do you stay in character for a role if this is what conversations are going to be like? What was it like on the sets of Thug Life?
You know, he finds it a cliche, but every time you work with a Kamal sir, it's really like going to school. It's like pretty much unlearning everything you've learned and learning something new.
Yeah, she came to school with me. She wouldn't like to admit it because...
I did.
Yeah, with me.
I did, yes.
I also go to school every time I make a film.
And that's why he is...
I hate the idea of the Guru Stan, you know. That okay, Mr. Balchandra had to suffer it. I will not suffer it. I will remain a student and go to school with Trisha and probably your daughter.
But sir, can we maybe convince you to suffer it and start a Kamal Hassan film school? Because you were talking about how learning and skill development is the independence movement for the film industry. You've always been one where you don't wait for someone else to start it. You get it started yourself. When can we expect the school?
I think you're overestimating the teaching profession. Because a PhD goes back to his village and touches the feet of his 5th standard school teacher. So that's all I can be for the future PhD. I can't follow him all the way to his university. So I can only give the basic thing, but I can gather talented people for various faculties. Because cinema is not just about actors. National Geographic is cinema to me. When I see it, I see drama, I see emotions, I see what you call, I become what Shankaracharya calls the Sakshi Bhutam. We are all Sakshi Bhutam for what is happening there. We cannot interfere, we should not interfere. So that's what I can be. I can't interfere with the growth of the future actor because I'll be teaching him wrong. I'll be teaching him acting of my time. It will be useful for him. Like my predecessors, acting talents have been very useful for me, but I cannot exactly copy it and bring it forth to an audience who doesn't even know where I learned it from. So they are just watching this. And I think I'd love to start a school, but that school is not where I will be teaching. I'll be learning. In the pretext of running a school, I love to go back and sit with the students and learn because so many things are changing every 6 months. There are fantastic teachers within the audience sitting here. But that alone will not do. You need 12 more people like that. We have solid, strong faculties like 12 people on the top. So, as I said, we need to start school, ITI. So, ITI is very important because we go into a set and the top guys who are working are about 7, 8 people. The rest of them are very essential for that set and they must have skills or the set will become a chaos. So who trains them? They must be sheer genius to have picked up whatever they have picked up with no teachers teaching them. All of them are ekalavyas. There are no dronas teaching them what to do. It's on their own. Wanting to be like that drona, but they learn on their own. The light point. Once in a while, a busy director will say, don't do it like that. That's the time a director can spend teaching on the set. He can't afford to. So I always tell assistant directors who come to me and say, I'll work with you and I'll learn cinema. You can't. I'm so busy saving my backside. I can't be teaching it. And please tell me why I would take you as my assistant. Would I do that to a driver who says, I don't know anything about cars, but with you, with your guidance, I'll become a fantastic driver. Yeah, what happens to me? And much worse, what happens if you're a cook and you're going to learn at my expense? So the same will apply for assistant director, camera assistant, focus puller, light, the man who holds the cutter so that the light doesn't fall on the wrong areas. All that we have to now invest back. And I'd love to go to those classes because I'm sure that nobody taught me those things. So it'll be a new learning.